Crested Saguaro. In the beginning, pretty much nothing lived in the desert except saguaro. When Mother Monsoon came each summer to bring life-giving water, saguaro got to drink all the water without having to share it with anyone. He grew to be 1,000 feet tall, but he wanted to be 1,001 feet tall. For that, he needed more water. So he came up with the idea to trick Mother Monsoon into staying longer.
I'm sorry to bother you, Mother. It's just that I get so lonely. There's no one to talk to in the desert. Can't you stay with me all year and keep me company?
I cannot stay. Monsoon's moist, enveloping breath stirred the dust below Saguaro's foot, but I will give you a friend. Mother Monsoon sent down a small lightning bolt, one just powerful enough to split Saguaro's head in two. Because of the split, Saguaro was no longer 1,000 feet tall, but 999 feet tall. Once he recovered from the jolt, he noticed his loss of stature and became angry. He turned to his other half and snarked.
Well, you're supposed to entertain me. So go on then. Tell me a joke or something. Oh, right. I bet you can't even talk yet.
No,
Sister Saguaro said dryly.
probably not.
Brother Saguaro was flabbergasted. It had taken him hundreds and hundreds of years to learn how to talk.
Oh, shut up.
I'll shut up when you shut up.
No, you shut up first.
Throughout the year, Brother Saguaro and Sister Saguaro competed with each other. Each grew arms with which to smack the other upside the head. It was a slow-motion combat. When Brother Saguaro grew needles, Sister Saguaro grew even sharper needles. Everything Brother Saguaro did, Sister Saguaro did better.
I'm the upgrade.
Next year, when Mother Monsoon came to the desert to bring rain, she saw that the saguaros had grown twisted arms with lethal spikes. On top of that, Brother Saguaro complained about the gift Mother Monsoon had given him.
Oh, shut up. I was here
You
first.
shut up.
Shut up.
No, shut up.
Monsoon blasted webs of lightning across the sky. The saguaros shuddered, their spines prickling in fear. Monsoon rebuked them with earth-shaking booms. You were a mistake. I am leaving, and you shall return to dust. She turned to go.
No,
No, Mother.
Mother.
They cried out in unison.
Come back.
We'll change. We'll be quiet.
We'll
love each other. We promise.
Promise.
Hearing this, Monsoon caressed them with her steady rain as her face brightened to a rainbow. However, the saguaros were so enamored with its beautiful colors they failed to notice that her smile was upside down. She rolled away, her thunder echoing distantly through the canyons. Brother Saguaro and Sister Saguaro had to put aside their differences and work together to bring back Mother Monsoon. Their very lives were at stake. They soon discovered that the more they worked together, the taller they grew. By the time they reached their goal of 1,001 feet, they were of one mind about everything. Whenever Brother Saguaro began a sentence, Sister Saguaro finished it, whereupon they smiled and thought in unison.
My thoughts exactly.
Even their heads began to grow together, forming a heart shape. Then one day a green bump appeared at the very spot where Mother Monsoon had sent down the lightning bolt. One night, during a full moon, they watched with amazement as it opened into a creamy white flower. Its waxy petals were 30 feet wide, and it formed a trumpet-like tube 40 feet long. Unlike saguaro blooms today, their flower stayed open for a very long time. When Mother Monsoon came to the desert the next summer, she saw that the twin saguaros had grown together to form a bulbous fan-like head. Then she noticed the white flower. How could something so lovely and luminous grow out of something so warped and prickly? Who made this happen? Was there some elusive creature or force lurking in her desert? Not wishing to confront it, she quickly drizzled a bit of rain on the saguaros and rolled on toward what is now known as New Mexico. For the rest of the summer, day after day, Father Sun blazed down. Brother Saguaro and Sister Saguaro became thirsty and irritable. They tried to headbutt each other, but their heads had grown too close together. Neither had leverage over the other. Frustrated, they puffed and prickled their collective spines. Every time they did this, a bloated arm full of precious water fell off and hit the dust at their foot.
Look what you did. Oh, what a waste.
That's on you.
The flower on top of their head withered into a dark, crumpled fist. Mother Monsoon noticed things had gotten awfully quiet, so she decided to see what the Saguaro twins had gotten up to.
We're dying,
Mother.
Please give us water.
Give us water.
Mother Monsoon replied, "As you wish." She dumped all of her water on them. A brown-orange flood rose up Saguaro's trunk. They watched in terror as the water climbed higher and higher. They hollered up to the gray sky.
Let us live.
But their cries went unanswered. Mother Monsoon had already turned away. Brother and Sister Saguaro said their goodbyes. But when the flood reached the spot where the dried-up flower had been, it shied away, sinking down into the earth. Might they live after all? Later that night, however, they discovered that their ribs were so caked with caliche they could barely breathe. And because the earth remained saturated with rainwater, their roots just kept worming up out of the soggy clay. They could only look on helplessly as they toppled over like a huge plank. The impact split their head in two. They had lost their crown. They survived on the ground, all swelled up with water, but they knew their days were numbered. One day, while the Saguaros were slowly dying, they noticed something strange. A bright red fruit grew from the very spot where the lightning flower had been.
You have a pimple,
Brother Saguaro said to Sister Saguaro.
It's your pimple too.
Sister Saguaro replied.
Not anymore.
Brother Saguaro reminded her.
That's on you. But look, here's it. It's got a little dark thing in it.
I've known about that for quite some time. That's called a seed.
A seed?
A seed. You know, our universe came from a seed exploding in a vast expanse of nothingness.
Of course, I knew that.
Well, this seed is our seed, our universe.
I don't get it, sis. Are you saying when our pimple popped?
My dear brother, what I'm saying is that we have our very own seed, and from our seed another saguaro, very much like us, will grow. Many, many years from now, crested saguaros will multiply across the desert, all from our royal seed. In this way, we will have everlasting life.
We've got to hide this thing. What if Mother Monsoon sees it? She'll destroy it. And even if she doesn't, Father Sun will burn it.
But how do we hide it?
Just then, they spotted a rock, moving slowly but steadily toward them. They were amazed. How could a rock move all on its own? As it drew closer, they could see the rock had 2 beady eyes and a snapping mouth. It ate their fruit in 2 big gulps.
Hey!
Brother Saguaro yelled, but Sister Saguaro shushed him. The creature scuttled away, kicking up dust with its 4 clawed feet. It moved slowly, but anything that could roam the earth seemed swift by Saguaro standards. They were in awe of this self-sufficient creature. In a world without much shade, it had the ability to hide from Father Sun anytime, anywhere. And it could follow Mother Monsoon instead of waiting for her to bring rain. What power! They could not have imagined a better hiding spot for their royal seed than the mysterious darkness inside this creature's moving rock body. When at last the twins perished arm in arm, they left this world believing Father Sun and Mother Monsoon would never find their secret seed. The end.